Welcome to week 6 of classroom assessment. I hope that you had an opportunity last week to look through the technology modules to be able to use and apply to your portfolio that's going to be due at the end of next week. If you haven't yet, be sure that you've read that technology article that we talked about in addition to working on your summary. So one thing that I did want you to do was to be sure to find a third article and work on this research summary, blending the articles together to make sure that you provide kind of a cohesive summary for the 3 articles regarding your research topic. And your assignment last week was to create those summaries and then place them into this Google folder. So this week we're going to be peer editing them. But last week your goal was to have them there. So if you haven't, just be sure that you have uploaded it. It doesn't have to be a Google Doc. It can be a PDF or a Word document. Just make sure that yours is posted here into this Google folder. And so this week we will be going through and reviewing our peers. So one thing that you do need to also be sure to work on is to finish reading Chapter 10. Chapter 10 focuses on affective assessment, which is the 5th type of assessment that will need to go into your portfolio. So be sure that you've read that chapter and watched the video that goes along with it. And there also is a reading, Anderson and Anderson, that kind of goes along with affective assessment, so be sure to look at that as well. And then your assignment this week is to review your peers' papers. So when you go to the folder where I've posted them, so once you have a chance to go into that folder, you'll see this document that some of you had asked about what that is, and you'll see your assigned peer. If your peer has not posted their document into the group folder by Monday at 8 a.m. when you're watching this video, then you are welcome to choose another peer. I don't want you to be penalized or delayed because your peer hasn't posted. So if, I'm Bailey Bryant by chance and Chelsea has not posted her paper for me to review, then I can review Kira's paper instead. So feel free to do that if it's not there at this point. I'll send reminders and hopefully they'll get them up there. But if they're not, then I don't want you to be delayed. And so what you're going to be doing is providing peer feedback in VoiceThread, and VoiceThread allows you to give feedback verbally. And you can do it just with a microphone, or you can do it with a video as well. That's up to you. But I have instructions here on what to do, so you can watch that. But these are the guiding questions that you're going to have. So you're able to circle and kind of mark on your peer's paper during the VoiceThread review. But what I want you to think about is, does it have a research question? Does your peer do a good job of answering the questions? Do they have citations? Do they give proper references? Make sure that you're a little familiar with the APA style. Are there grammar spelling mistakes, parts that are unclear, etc. So just make sure that your peer feedback is helpful to your peer. And you can go back and look at the assignment from last week that has the rubric to provide you with feedback. So the peer feedback portion is 30 points of the entire rough draft paper. So just be sure to provide thorough feedback to your peers. So if you have questions or difficulty, again, please just post your questions into the class discussion board, and I will be sure to be looking on that daily and answer questions that you may have about it.